I still push myself every day. The body follows the mind, and in trading, mindset is everything. I train before I trade. If I can stay disciplined when I'm training, I can be disciplined when it counts, and that's in front of the screen and that's in front of the charts trading. Consistency doesn't come from any motivation. It comes from your habits. So stay on track and keep those habits every day. I'm normally up at 5 a.m. Alarm goes off, I get up. First thing I do, I have a cup of coffee, and that starts my day. You know, I believe you need to be sharp every day, and this is probably for me the best start. I don't need to watch the charts all night. That's just not in my routine, because it's about routine discipline and getting my head right before the market opens. That's so important for me. All right, so Luke, what are the 3 profit objectives?
COP, XOP.
Yeah, what's a COP?
Close objective price.
618
618, yeah, okay.
of the AB leg, right? From the A to the B is projected up, 618 from C. Look at all the dragonflies out there. Yeah, spring is sort of coming on strong. Just do, instead of that, let's just go, okay, 3 profit objectives are COP, just write COP, OP, XOP. OP, XO. Contracted objective point is COP, objective point, and expanded objective point is XOP. Okay, there's no news out today, which is good. It's Monday morning, 10th of November. So this is good. There won't be many disruptions or any major volatility, and you know, for me, that's good. I don't mind not having volatility. Volatility is great, but you just make sure you've got to be aware of all news events coming up. So I use Forex Factory, which is fantastic for me. Nice and easy. You know, preparing for the day for trading is a little bit boring, but I treat this as a business. This is the real deal, and I want to know where the market is going. But first of all, I do the boring stuff, and that's set up all the charts. I make sure I know where I'm wanting to get in, and I'd mark that out. I'd plan it on my, just a pad every day, go through my charts. At the moment, I'm on the Aussie 200, the top 200 stocks in Australia, and I make sure I'm looking at setups that align with what my criteria are. And basically it is, I buy dips in an uptrend and I sell rallies in a downtrend. That's it. I do one setup, but it goes across different time frames and different markets. You know, this is a business. I don't go chasing price. I don't go chasing entries. I let the market come to me. I leave all the chasing to everyone else, and that's what a lot of other people do. They just chase the market. I don't do that. I set up, I make sure I've got my levels in. As you can see, there's a lot of markings here, but it's all making sense. And I can just show you over here that last week I had this blue section, if you can probably see this blue section, as an entry point. And we've hit the entry, and so far the market's coming up, which is great. I need to just monitor this, and this is on a daily chart. Over here I have the 4-hour chart, which I'm sort of manage this trade over here. So I'll use, I slide different time frames. I know it's hard to understand, but that's how I do it, and it works really good. So I'll have my entry down here, market comes, bang, I'm entered. You know, I don't need to worry. It's there, it's doing its thing, and so far this trade is going in the right direction. Is this actually, let me just sort of see something. Feels like this is not connected. Oh no, it's connected, so we're good. There's no news out, which is good, so we can just sort of sit back and watch this trade hopefully come to fruition. If it doesn't, that's fine. I'll, move on to the next one. It is a business. It's just like any other business. You've got to have your profit, your loss. And, obviously you want to make more than you lose. Easier said than done, I know, but that's the name of the game. Have your setups, trade your plan, trade your plan, trade your plan. That's the key. Whatever plan you have, trade it. Whatever setups you have, use those setups only. And discipline. Make sure that if your setup isn't right, don't trade it. Our hands need to be off the mouse and just sitting. A lot of trading is waiting for those setups to come, to fruition, so that they're exactly what you want. Not just going in willy-nilly. If you want to lose your money, okay, I've just seen something, which is great. It's good real-time technical analysis, which is great. So if you want to lose your money, as I was saying, go in there and just buy and sell whatever. I don't do that. I'm very disciplined. I work off the numbers. If it tells me to get in, I get in. If it tells me to get out, I get out. Okay? I don't fuck around. I know, sorry for swearing, but that's the truth. I don't mess around with anything else. This has to work my way, and I trade the plan, period. Like I said, this is probably the most boring part, writing down notes and making sure that this trade, okay, this trade here, I've noted and I'm managing it right now. So I know what to do when we get to a certain point or a certain level, a certain price point, and that's to get out, okay? So I'm planning that as we speak because I don't want to leave anything to chance. And yes, a lot of people just want to fly through charts. I don't do it that way. I make sure I know exactly, like in the previous video, I make sure I know what I'm doing before, price gets to my exit because I'm risk averse. I don't want to mess around. I want to get in, I want to get out. Whether that's, hey, when I say I have 3 ways I trade, and that's short, medium, and long term. So when I talk about short term, I talk about say 5-minute charts, 30-minute charts. My medium term trading is probably 4-hour charts. Okay, medium 4-hour charts. Long-term charts would be daily and up. Okay, so my trading methods, trading lions, is capable of doing trading on all time frames, which is what you want. I think it's robust to have a good trading system method that can trade on all time frames, because sometimes, hey, like I don't want to be on the 5-minute charts sometimes because I've got kids and we're busy and sometimes it doesn't suit my lifestyle. So I made sure that I can trade on all time frames. So if we're busy with family, that sort of things, I can go to the medium term, say 4-hour or long term, daily and up, and still trade the same way. It's just a longer term time frame, which gives me more time to manage a trade or get into a trade when I'm busy, okay? Very important. I made trading work around my lifestyle, not the other way around. It was one of the biggest things when I started trading. I wanted to make sure that the trading didn't dictate to me, in a sense, if you can understand that. Of course, it does dictate you because you actually wait for those trades, but I wanted it to work around me. And the only way I sort of come up with was my 3-phase trading was the short, medium, and long-term time frames, which, when I'm flat out, I will do long-term trading. When I'm not busy with family, I'll go to the 5-minute charts, which is really good. I'm in and out and it's quite quick. Or the medium term, 4-hour. To be honest, the last year or so, I've been doing a lot of medium term trading. It's less stressful because, short-term trading is a lot more work and a lot more stressful, but that's fine. You've got to find your happy medium. And I'm finding that the 4-hour, 30-minute is quite comfortable for me. So that's where I think my method, my trading lines method, is superior to a lot of others. So I can trade all all areas of the market, all time frames, short, medium, and long term. And it gives me a good variety of things I can do whenever I want. If I'm away, I can still trade. If I'm at home, which I am here, I can do 30-minute charts, 5-minute charts, 4-hour and daily. Hopefully that explains a bit about what I do. But the big sense is knowing where your trades are, documenting. So as you know exactly when it gets to this point, I'm in. When it gets to that point, I'm out. Okay? Very important. Master your craft and do the best you can and trade your plan. Get better and better at it because it is all about the discipline. Discipline is key.